You just seem to get going again and then you get another knock. How frustrating is that?
Yeah, it's been frustrating, yeah. Nothing I can do about it. I've just got to keep working hard with Kevin and get myself back. But it's been a little bit of a stop-start season for me, but when I've been in NFL, I've done well, so that's the important thing for me.
Do you think it's a case that once you do get an injury, you don't not come back too early, but you overcompensate and it then leads to another little niggle and it's getting a whole area right?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really come back too early because I never struggle with my fitness level and that's never an issue. Like I could be out a couple of months and fitness-wise I'm there. It's just sometimes you can lead to other sort of little niggly injuries, which is just sort of expected at times. And it's just been for me that the niggly injuries have then turned a little bit bigger, and then it's been another injury, and I'm out for a bit longer. So it's just been unlucky more than anything.
But at the moment, feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. Yeah, I've been training now for just over a week. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I've been fit. I was fit last weekend. I travelled down with the squad. I didn't get on the bench or anything, which was frustrating, but I was fit. So hopefully I can be involved this week.
But it's a good thing, isn't it, to be frustrated when you're not playing? That's a natural reaction.
Yeah, it is a natural reaction. It sort of, yeah, it gets to me a little bit more. I get quite frustrated. I have been quite frustrated this week, to be fair. I've been in and spoke to the manager and stuff just about my frustration, and he's understood it. And yeah, it's been a sort of topsy-turvy week for me, to be fair. So.
But all players want to play.
Yeah.
What reason did he give you for not putting you on?
Just that he felt that they did all right, the lads did all right that were playing, and I'd only trained a couple of times, so he didn't think I'd be ready to come back in, obviously, because I could break down again. And I understood that reason, but then I've got to think about myself, so I sort of said that to him. I just said, like, I could break down again, but I want to be involved, and it's frustrated me that I haven't been, so I just sort of expressed my opinion. We had a little, obviously we got on quite well, so we went back and forth a bit, but we both come out sort of saying what we wanted to say, and it was healthy for us both.
That's a really good relationship to have with a manager, isn't it? Being able to go in and say, speak your mind and sort it out.
Yeah, it is good, yeah. Yeah, it can sort of clash at times, you can sort of get on, but it's not a bad thing. I think you know where you stand, and then the manager knows where you stand. You know what I mean? It is healthy. Yeah, so it's good. It was good this week to be able to speak to him.
So you've got your fingers crossed for Saturday then?
Yeah. I'd be frustrated if I wasn't involved, to be honest. And I'd probably voice that opinion again.
Well, that doesn't bode well. Let's hope you're playing. Otherwise, your romantic Valentine's date, no doubt, on Saturday night is not going to go well, is it?
And I've been under pressure with that all week. My girlfriend hasn't stopped talking about it. So, yeah, I've got two things to look forward to, hopefully.
Well, a bloke that plays football on Valentine's Day has a lot of making up to do.
I know, yeah. I've heard that one a few times as well. I've got a few plans for her, so hopefully she'll be happy. As happy as she can be, anyway.
Okay, thank you.
So let's just get this right. You went off with a bit of a groin injury. Was this a reoccurrence of that injury, or was it?
No, it started off sort of. It wasn't even my groin. It was in that area. It was my adductor. And then when I came on for the 20 minutes in that game, it then sort of moved around a little bit more, and I couldn't really pinpoint exactly where it was. Sort of different people saying different things, but I did the same kind of rehab. It was slightly more sort of on my quad, and it's a lot better now than it was sort of the first time I come back. So.
Yeah, and obviously, it's while you've been out, there's been a few goals going at the back, and you were there at Bristol. I mean, frustrating not to be playing, but be frustrating to see that happen as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Obviously, I get on well with all the lads. They're all top lads, so it's not nice when that's happening. Obviously, to see the contrast between home and away is sort of frustrating. And obviously, as Marcy said, nobody can pinpoint what it is. It's just a strange one. So, yeah, it's not nice to see the goals going in, but then I've got to look at myself and I want to play again. Do you know what I mean? And it's a good opportunity now for me to hopefully get that opportunity to come in and try and help it. So, sort of.
And like I say, you've got a decent relationship with Chris Moyses. You're able to go and have those chats. I mean, how important is that for you in terms of actually being able to develop and, you know, move forward?
Yeah, it's good, yeah. To be able to go in and talk to him and let him know how you feel and stuff is a good thing, and you just hope that you get the answer back that is the right answer rather than what you want to hear. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, as a manager, you've got to look after the squad and you've got to try and keep people happy, but I think majority of the time he's honest, so he'll let you know exactly what is the problem and why he made a decision rather than sort of what you want to hear to try and keep you happy, which is a healthy thing. So I went in frustrated this week, like I said, and he kind of gave me some answers as to why the reasons were, and it cleared up a few things, but I was still a little, it's just football, I guess. So
Yeah. I
it's
mean,
been a tough week.
Is that hard for you as a player? Because obviously you want to play, so you're very selfish in
Yeah.
that respect, but it's a team game and the manager's got to sort of manage all of that.
Yeah, I've been here a while, so obviously I want to see Lincoln do well. I love the club, I love everybody around the club, so it's I've got to take that in consideration, but then again I've also got to take in myself, and the longer I'm out, I know injuries and stuff, but the longer that I'm not playing, the less chance I have of sort of progressing, do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's my living. Like, if I didn't have football, I wouldn't be able to sort of survive, like, financially wise and stuff. So yeah, it's quite an important thing. It's not just Lincoln City that I've got to think about, it's everything else. If I'm not playing at the end of the season, I could, do you know what I mean, not get a club or go to a different club where I'm earning less money and therefore I can't afford to pay mortgages and stuff like that. So it's a big thing. It's a lot deeper than just frustration for not playing and having a little tantrum. Like, I had to think about it a lot more.
And does sort of Chris Moyses, does he understand that, do you feel?
I think he understands it, yeah, but he's got to think about the club and I've got to think about myself as well. So you can have differences in opinions through that. Like, at the end of the day, he makes decisions based on what he thinks is best for the club as a whole, whereas I've got to make decisions that I think are best for myself more so than the club, really, because I've got to look after myself. Like I've said before, at this level you're not earning the big money that you hear on the TV and all that stuff, so you've really got to sort of be quite cute with everything that you do, and yeah, just look after yourself and do what's best for yourself.
Yeah, you talk about big money. Obviously, we had the big Premier League TV deal get sorted this week.
Crazy
does,
money.
Does that make you raise an eyebrow when you think about? Hang on, I know they're only a few rungs up, but
Yeah.
Does it seem disproportionate?
At the end of the day, they've all deserved to be where they're at. They're all top quality players, and we've all been through the same sort of process of academies, and there is a lot of luck involved. I still believe it to this day. There's players that I know playing a lot higher than what we are, and in my opinion probably not as good as some of the players that are playing. So it is that, and who you know helps a lot, but I don't really look too much into what they're earning and what we're earning. I just sort of worry about playing as well as I can so that I can get as much out of the game as I can myself. So that's a dream. I'm 24. You never know what could happen. Like, there's been stranger things happen, but I don't think about all that stuff too much. Good luck to them. I'm sure they can enjoy it.
Thanks so much, Dom.
Cheers.
Has the last couple of weeks made you rethink about your future here in terms of that contract? Obviously, that's hanging over you. That's possibly there.
Yeah, I find when you're injured, you do overthink things a lot. I do it very often, and I've overthought things a bit this time, and obviously not being back involved when I felt like I wanted to be and stuff. It made me sort of look at things differently. So I spoke to Moyses this week when I went in. I spoke to him about maybe going out on loan and getting some games and just doing that, because I had opportunities to do that, but he's made it clear that he don't want me to go out on loan and he wants me to play it. But I wasn't sure where I stood here, so that's what I did. That I felt I needed to just get back. If I was left out of the squad, I felt was it because he didn't think I was fit, so then obviously going out on loan would help that. But he's made it clear that he don't want me to go out on loan, so now I've got to just get my head down and hopefully win a place back here and see what happens at the end of the season.
Is that the first time you've had to go and speak to a manager in your career, or is that something you've done quite?
I'm quite quick to voice an opinion, to be fair. When I get frustrated, I sort of let it build up on me at home, and then I'm straight into the office. Really, I probably do it a little bit too quick and overthink things a little bit too much, but I think that's the best way to do it, because there's nothing worse than sort of coming in every day and not knowing where you stand and what's the future holds really and all that stuff. So I'm straight in there.
The manager was talking after the game last week about Sean and about how he came off at half time, and was talk about whether he's had his head turned. Have you noticed a change in him with your teammates? Have you noticed anything different?
No, personally I haven't noticed a change in him. I think he's still been, Newts is an honest lad and he'll still do everything he can for the club, and he has done. I think it's been a little bit unfair to sort of suggest them things about him, because he's a good lad and he does well for us and he will continue to do well for us. Obviously he's had interest from other clubs, and I had a chat with Newts the other day, just me and him, and it's understandable to want to progress on to higher leagues and more money and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Every single one of us, I think, in our side would want to do that. Obviously it'd be nice if we could do it with Lincoln, but you're gonna wanna go, and it becomes frustrating when there's things standing in your way, stopping you from doing that, and I can understand him on that one. But in terms of his performances and that, I don't think it's affected that at all. And Newts isn't the kind of lad that would sack it off to sort of force his way out. I think he's been great for this club over the last year or so. His assists and stuff. Do you know what I mean? You can't take all that away from him, so it'd be unfair to.
And is it sometimes frustrating as a player, because when there's talks of, you can sign pre-contract agreements and all these bits and bobs, and there's agents trying to sort things out, is it frustrating sometimes that you have to keep it all inside and you just want to tell the fans as it is and what's going on and be really truthful and honest about the whole situation?
Yeah, I think it can be. Yeah. Obviously people have had interest and offers and stuff, and you can't sort of come out of it straight away, because if you end up not doing that thing, staying at the club, then fans would maybe look at you differently and then feel as though you're not giving your best for the club. But yeah, it's a difficult situation to be in, but I don't think anyone at this team would still not give 100% to Lincoln City while we're at the club. So I think everyone here is still doing that, but you never know what sort of is around the corner. Me personally, when clubs are approaching you, it sort of helps me. It makes me feel better, it boosts your confidence. I sort of take it that way. Obviously I've been injured, so it's been hard to sort of play, but when clubs were speaking to me in January, I sort of gave me a sort of confidence, because it felt as though I was doing the right things, and that's what I need to continue doing.
And have you had quite a lot of interest already then?
I've had little bits. I've had obviously agents and normal stuff that everybody gets, and I've had a couple of clubs approach Lincoln and just little bits like that, and it's been interesting.
Yeah, it's a whole new experience, I suppose, in your career, having to do this, because before I remember when you had Lincoln on loan and then you joined again, and there was trials at different places. I suppose you won't have to go through it this time. You're a man that's in demand, and you kind of have. Yeah,
there's still a long way to go this season. I need to make sure I get back in. That's why I went in and voiced my opinion, because I need to get back in and I need to play well, and I want to help Lincoln get in the league, because we're a club that need to be in the league, and there's still that chance to get there, and we've got a great squad. We've got some great players. So obviously that's the thing sort of most important to me. But it was a nice feeling to sort of, it almost relaxes you a little bit. You can kind of, just sort of enjoy your football again and not worry so much, what am I going to do at the end of the season, where am I going to be, do you know what I mean? It's a good feeling.
Lovely. Cheers, Tom.
Thank you.